Hey, what's up guys and welcome back to Anime King. And today I'm going to be giving you part 4 of what if Naruto was neglected by everyone. Remember to get this one to 100 like as usual, share this to all of your friends on your social media platform, and also go ahead and check out the new series What If Naruto Had the Omnitrix and enjoy. And also guys, over on Anime King 2, I post a new episode of What If Naruto Was a God Amongst Man. And I also post a new episode of What If Aizuna Uchiha was Naruto's ancestor. So go ahead and check that out and enjoy as well guys. And remember, if you're new and it's the first time you hear my voice and you enjoy the videos on both Anime King and Anime King 2, go ahead and click that red subscribe button and join both channels and become a part of the Anime King family. And thank you for all of your help and support. And yeah guys, without further ado, let's get straight into this new episode. Remember to comment down below and tell me if you're new guys, I'll be replying talking back to all of you. So without further ado, begin the intro.
I think the girls with their nails done now. Girls with their nails done. I think the girls with their nails.
So, the last part we left off, Naruto and Menma were having one of their usual spars, as the both of them were having spars that could rock the entire Leaf Village. Seeing that the both of them has been training for the last 3 years now, Naruto has got a grasp on his power and also has Menma, as Menma has gotten a lot stronger over the 3 years. Black Zetsu then arrived as he told them about the Akatsuki and told them that there has been no new movements. And also Obito still doesn't have any idea about them. With that, Naruto and Menma headed back to Konoha. When they arrived, they were in the academy, as it was time for them to be selected on a team. Seeing that the both of them already passed the exam, Menma was on Team 7 with Sakura, Haruno, and Sasuke Uchiha, while Naruto was on Team 12 along with both of his sisters, Mito and Narume. This was set up by the Hokage and Kushina, as Kushina is going to be their Jonin sensei. Over the years, Kushina and Minato has realized that the beatings has become non-existent when it comes to Naruto, so they wanted to rebuild their friendship back with him and try to at least gain his trust or make him talk to them, but they know it will be a difficult road ahead. So they did this just to make sure he was on a team with his family, and they're going to see what happens from there on. As Kushina then brought the three of them outside to a training field, as she told them that she's going to do a test and for them to get the bell, as Mito and Narumi were confused as there was 2 bells, but Naruto already figured out the real meaning behind the test. As when Kushina began the test, both Mito and Narumi went off. As Naruto stood there, Kushina was beyond shocked when she saw him took out a scroll and went through hand sign, as he already know how to unseal things. As she watched him took out 2 swords, he then attacked her. Kushina also had her sword from her glory days. As she was fighting against Naruto, he even pushed her for her to use her chains, but he was vanishing with the leaves. As Kushina was beyond shocked to see Naruto substituting with leaf. You have to have a precise chakra control, as she wondered how did he get so strong. She was on the ground and Naruto came down like a rocket. As she closed her eyes, but he stabbed his sword into the ground. As he took the bell and gave one to Narumi and gave one to Mito, as he told her that he already knew the main reason behind this test, and he asked her if they passed. As Kushina was just beyond shocked to what she just witnessed, as she muttered yes, and with that he headed off, but she stopped him and told him to come at the Hokage's office in an hour, as Naruto then vanished. As everyone was shocked, Kushina then told Minato about everything. So yeah guys, that was basically the last part we left off. You guys can switch across the place and check it out for yourself, so let's begin this new episode. Naruto was currently sitting on his bed in his room. As his eyes were closed, he was meditating. He then heard a knock on his door. Without saying anything else, the person entered, as he saw Kushina standing there. As she just sighed. She told him to come at the Hokage's office in about an hour, but he didn't came. And now it was night, but it doesn't matter seeing that everyone is out in the living room. Naruto, she said. As Naruto looked at her, your father and I wish to talk to you. Would you please come into the living room? As he then got off his bed, he was looking her directly in the eyes all time, as she felt so flustered and uneasy just by the way he was looking at her, as she could feel a lot of anger and resentment behind his look. I will be there soon, he said, walking up to her, as she backed back a bit until she was outside of his room, as she was about to say something when he slammed the door right into her face, as she sighed and lowered her head, as she just went back to the living room. About 10 minutes later, the whole family was there. Mito, Narumi, Liz, Menma, Kushina, and Minato as they were talking. Everyone then stopped as they felt it. He was coming. As Naruto entered the room, he saw an unusual chair there because usually there was no place for him to sit. As he just smirked to himself inwards as he walked over and sat down. The tension in the room was so thick you could cut it with a knife, as Minato didn't know what to say looking at his son. He then cleared his throat. Naruto, do you know why you're here? He asked. As Naruto didn't say anything. Alright, let me tell you, said Minato. I heard about how you performed in your mini exam today, and I must say I'm quite proud, he said with a cheerful tone, but Naruto's expression didn't change. Well, we wanted to find out, how did you get so strong? I know that we haven't been there for you to teach you anything, so how did you get so strong? Minato asked. Naruto looked at him for about a good 30 seconds, as the silence was killing Mito and Narumi, as they felt so flustered and uneasy, while Liz was just sitting there. She wasn't too affected by all of this. She knew how much Naruto has been through. She heard about the rumors and all that, but she didn't know how to be there for him, or even how to talk to him. He is quite frightening, as she mostly gets scared of him and ran away when she see him. Not because she think he was a monster, but just by the way he acts. He kind of scares her. After the 30 seconds was up, Naruto finally spoke. Is this an order? He said. Huh? Both Kushina and Minato said. I said, is this an order? Are you ordering me to tell you how did I get so strong? No, Minato said. I wouldn't do that. The moment he said that, Naruto stood up as he started to walk away. Wait, where are you going? Said Mito. As Naruto turned back. If this is the order, I don't feel like telling you guys anything. As Kushina sighed as Minato saw the look on his wife and his two daughter faces. It is, he said. As Naruto stopped again. It is an order. So, tell us. As Naruto walked back and sat down. How did I get so strong? He said. Simply, I trained. How? Said Narumi. Mom and Dad train us. And not to put you down, but the both of them are far stronger than you. Even if you managed to caught Mom off guard today. Narumi, be quiet, Kushina said. But it's true. How did he get so strong? Because I would like some of that special training as well. Can I go now? Said Naruto. No, said Minato. What else do you want to know? You asked me how I got strong. I told you I trained. What else is there? He asked, in a quite demanding tone. Well, Naruto, you see, Kushina said as she was stuttering. We know over the years, a lot of bad things has happened to you. Naruto scoffed. Bad things? That's an understatement, he said. Well, we just want to talk to you and get to know you a bit more, she said in a frightened voice. We know we haven't been there for you, and as she was stuttering, we just want to rebuild our relationship with you. As everyone was quiet. To their surprise, Naruto started to laugh, as this was the first time they have seen him laugh this way, as his head was lowered, his black hair shadowed his eyes. He then quiet. You know why I dyed my hair? He asked them. No, said Kushina. It's because of you, he said, looking at Minato. Because of me? Yes, it is. You see, I don't want anything to do with you. That is why I cut that part. The only thing I have from you is my hair. My eyes are certainly not like yours. Because they are red. Yeah, they're red. Like what? The demon fox? Yeah, that is why. As his temper and his voice was rising. That is why you guys disown me. Left me to fend for myself. Left me for dead. You know? I saw you guys that day. I saw all of you walking down the street in your merry little way. Happy big family. While I was being beaten. You too, he said looking at his sisters. The both of you came around there. And you saw what was happening. You were about to step in. But then, two of you, he said looking at Minato and Kushina, hold them back. And you let me to suffer. I was beaten beyond mercy. You know that I was poisoned one of the moments? Yeah, I was poisoned. Not anything to kill me, but something to subdue me. And I was held. And I was beaten without mercy. I was tortured that day. I couldn't run. I suffered wounds beyond what I could think. I was so brutally damaged I couldn't even move. But when that happened, I came home. And you two, it was then that the both of you shunned me. I heard what you guys said that night. Yeah, I heard. I was listening. I'm a demon? The fox has taken control of me? That is why the both of them must stay away from me? And you dare claim to say that you want to be my family? You want to rebuild some kind of relationship between us? Well, there is none, he said. After that, I thought both of you girls would try and do something. Both of you would try and come to me and be my family because no one is there for me. But you didn't. As Narumi spoke, we tried. We came and knocked on your door, but you never answer. I never answered, Naruto said. Why? Why didn't you come in? It's because you were scared. Huh? Am I right? No, it wasn't, Mito said in a low voice. Don't give me that crap, Naruto said. It was because you were scared of me. After what you guys told them about how I'm a demon and all that. And you should know, it's a lie. I was no demon. You seal the nine tails inside of me. You place that seal on me. You know how strong it is. So you know that the demon chakra will not leak out of me no matter what. Unless the seal weakened over years. But I was perfectly fine. A normal boy. I was 6. I was just 6 years old. How could you make a 6-year-old go through all of this? Answer me, Naruto said, as all of them were quiet. As he just looked at all of them with pure disgust on his face. Right now, Minato was looking down, as Kushina had tears in her eyes as they started to leak. As Mito was crying, as Narumi was just sitting there froze. Hearing all of this, Liz started to cry as well, seeing how much he has gone through. So, all of it was true. It wasn't just rumors, Liz thought. As Menma was just sitting there with a calm expression on his face, not really doing anything. Kushina then wiped away the tears. That is why, she said, as she got up. She then walked over to Naruto, as she was now standing directly in front of him. As Naruto was looking at her. That is why. We want to try and fix this, she said. We know we have hurt you over the years. We know how much you have went through. And, believe us, we're sorry for not being there for you, Naruto. We're sorry for leaving you to the mercy of the villagers. But please, I'm begging you with everything I've got. Please give me a chance. Give us a chance to show you that we have changed. We would never let something like that happen to you again. Yeah, we won't, said Narumi. We will be there for you this time. We will look out for you. So please. The whole family is begging you. She is right, said Mito, drying away her tears. We want to be a family again. We want you to be a part of the family. Things have changed. We just walk past each other in the halls, like we don't even know each other. We want you to be a part of the family, because you being here is just like a stranger. I miss my big brother, she said. Naruto, said Minato. I know, I haven't been a good father. I've been completely crap to you. And I know you must hate me with all your heart right now. I have done things that I'm not proud of, things that I hate. But I'm begging you. I'm pleading with you for a chance. A chance for me to try and redeem your trust. For you to call me father again. For me to call you my precious son. You're my only boy. And I need you. I don't want to cut parts or ties with you. This ninja world is a dangerous world. You, becoming a genin. You will be going out on dangerous missions with your sister and your mother. And I don't want to lose you without telling you how deeply sorry I am for not being there for you. Please, we're all begging you, give us another chance to show you that things have changed. Things are not going to be like before. So please, we're all begging you, Naruto, said Minato, as he walked over, as he went on his knees. As the Hokage of this village, right now my pride means nothing to me. I have wronged you so much, and it hurt me to even think about it. That is why I am here on my knees in front of you, Naruto, begging you for a second chance. That is all. That is all I asked for, he said, with tears coming out of his eyes. As Naruto looked down at him, and then looked down at everyone, as all of them had went on their knees. As he then looked at Liz. She had stopped crying. As Liz got up and walked over to him. Naruto, she said. What is it, he asked, as he never really had a lot of interaction with this girl. She was his family. She never caused him any harm or anything, and she never looked at him with a disgrace or disgust look, so he had nothing against her, and she was also Menma's sister, and Menma was Naruto's best friend in this world, his family. He meant a lot to him, so he would never hurt her for the sake of Menma. Do you hate me? Liz asked, as Naruto looked at her. A small smile came on his face, as he saw how precious she was. He never noticed that, as he then kneeled down. No, I don't hate you. Why do you think that? Because when I came here, I never talked to you. I saw you and I heard these rumors, and honestly, I was afraid, she said. So, please don't hate me. I want to be your friend as well. And I'm sorry for not talking to you back then. As Naruto raised his hand and put on her head. Don't worry, I don't hate you, he said. Hearing that, a big smile came on Liz's face, and to Naruto's surprise, she hugged him. As he hugged her back, as they broke the hug. As Naruto then got up and looked at his family, who was still on their knees. As he started to walk away, as Mito and Narume started to cry again, seeing that Naruto did not acknowledge them or say anything, as tears were building up in Kushina's eyes. As he then stopped, I still hate you all. You all abandoned me and left me alone to suffer and die. And I hate you with everything I've got. As he then started to walk off. Hearing that, the three girls started to cry, Kushina, Mito and Narumi, as Minato was holding it all in, but he was still hurt greatly. But, said Naruto, shocking them all, there is a road for forgiveness, but it will take a long time, and it will take years to earn my respect back after all that I've been through. But there is a road for forgiveness, he said again, and with that he walked away. As they were left speechless, he was going to give them a chance, as a smile came to their face, knowing that he was going to give them a chance. Hearing that, they all stood up as they watched him walk off. They also realized Menma was gone as well. Some time later, Naruto was standing on the first Hokage's head on the monument. As Menma then approached him, as Menma stood right beside him. You know, you're a brilliant actor, said Menma. So you noticed, huh? Well, I didn't have to, I know. You would never forgive them. You know, said Naruto, it's about Liz. You're right. What do you mean, said Menma. At first, I was thinking about putting this world into the genjutsu, and we will only be living false dream and reality. But now, no, Naruto said. What do you mean? Asked Menma. Are you going to change the plans? I've realized something, Liz. She's so kind and nice. She's done nothing to me yet. She was so heartbroken for not talking to me. Even though after the bad things that she's heard, kids are quite impressionable, and they usually go with what they see. But she never resented me or anything. From the day we first met, she tried to talk to me, but back then, I was so conflicted and had so much hate, I always ignored her until she got scared of me. But she never hated me. What do you mean? What exactly are you saying? Asked Menma. I knew I promised you that you'll be able to see your mom again. Wait, Menma said. I've been thinking about that for a while as well. This world, this illusion world, it would just be an illusion. And, truth to be told, I don't want that. It's either the real world or nothing. I've been wanting to tell you this, but seeing that you have went through so much, I would have sacrificed everything to make you live in that peaceful world. Hearing that, tears started to come from Naruto's eyes as he turned around and hugged Menma. Huh? Said Menma. But he hugged Naruto back. Thank you, Naruto said. You were willing to sacrifice everything just for me to be happy. But I understand now. That illusion world is nothing but an illusion. And I won't stand for it. This world shall be the world where we base. We were born in this world and we grew up here. And we will change this world. It doesn't look like we can solve peace with love. So we will solve it with strength. As the jungle goes, the strongest will prevail. So that's it. We will just have to become so strong that this world will bow down to us. And become gods of this world. Because gods don't feel pain, Menma. And with you by my side, I'm sure that we can conquer this world. We shall make everyone change their way of thinking and living. As Menma stepped beside Naruto, I am 100% beside you, he said. As Naruto nodded, Menma, don't tell Zetsu about this. Either of them, especially Black Zetsu. His wish is to revive Madara. Madara isn't. Madara was the one who created him. So I don't believe he would like to go along with this plan. Huh? Said Menma. Because I'm not going to revive him. You're not going to revive Madara? No, I am not. He still wants to put this world in the Tsukuyomi dream. And I will not allow that. What about your family? Said Menma. I still hate them with everything inside of me. It doesn't matter what happened and how many talks we may have. That day, they broke me. I was there, hoping that one of them would save me from this beating. But they watched me get beat and then they walked away. So, it doesn't matter what happened. I will still hate all of them. And my new world that will prevail, I don't see them in it. As Menma looked at Naruto, it doesn't matter which path you take, I will always be at your side. As Naruto smirked, I know that he said, I will create a perfect world for you, me, and Liz. She has to be in it. I want her to have a happy life without seeing any of this world hardship and hate. And that's my promise, said Naruto. Soon enough, this world shall feel our wrath. Time skip. It has been 3 weeks since everything happened. As Menma has become officially Team 7 with Sakura and Sasuke. Right now, Team 12 was in Minato's office. His family has tried to make connection with him, but just for the rules, Naruto make it seems like they were getting through to him, as he was talking to them more, but every word that he said, everything he heard from their mouth, make him just hate them even more. He was called to the office along with his team, as they had some sort of important mission. As the group was now listening to the information, Team Kakashi went off with Kazuna, bridge builder, to the wave. Kazuna lied about the mission detail. The mission is actually very dangerous. It's actually being bumped up to an A rank, and he paid for a C rank. The wave village is very poor, so they couldn't afford it. A dangerous gang criminal is there. His name is Gato. Gato has hired mercenaries, the Demon Brothers, which are high Chonins level. Kakashi has sent back the report asking for assistance, so I want you, Team 12, to go ahead and back them up. Finally, said Mito. A mission outside of the village. I was starting to get sick and tired of painting fences and all that crap. Mito, watch your mouth, said Kushna. Oh, sorry about that, said Mito. She's right, said Narumi. Finally a mission out of the village. What do you think, Naruto? Said Narumi. As all of them looked at him, they were surprised to see a smile on his face. It would be good to take a mission outside the village, he said. Hearing that, all of them smiled. Things has been working good so far. At least that is what they thought. As Kushina smirked, they were getting through to him. Their family is becoming a whole once again. Alright, said Kushina. Go pack your things. We're leaving in 10 minutes. As all of them headed off, as Kushina walked up to Minato, Minato sighed as he pushed back in his chair. Stressed out? She asked. Well, I have a lot of things and a lot of paperwork to do, he said. But I'm mostly happy. Happy? She said. Yeah, Naruto. Don't you see? He's smiling and talking to us even more. I believe things are really coming together. Even though he didn't tell us exactly how did he train and get so strong, I believe it's time I train him. I was thinking the same thing, said Kushna. He seemed to be skilled in the sword art. I will teach him my kenjutsu. That would be wonderful. We can make him get stronger as well. Seeing that we have trained the girls, we need to put some time into him, some effort into regaining his trust. Remember, he told us. He basically told us that he's giving us another chance. We can't afford to lose that chance. I know, said Kushina as she went over to Minato. I just hope everything worked out. As Minato got up and wrapped his arms around her and gave her a kiss. I'm sure everything will. She then giggled. You know we're being watched, right? Who cares, he said, referring to the envoys in the room. She then breathed the kiss. Well, I'll go back as well. Be safe. Make sure to take care of all of them. I will, she said. But you know how strong Naruto is. And seeing how much training we have to give the girls, and the technique you taught them, I believe we can handle this. Along with Team Kakashi's there as well. So yeah, we will. And with that she headed off. Around 20 minutes later, the group was already on the road as they were running through the trees. As Narumi was looking over at Naruto, who just seemed to be hopping, as he had an unusual smile on his face, which was weird for her. He was always so neutral, but now, being out here, it seems like he always wanted some freedom away from the village. She then hopped on over to him. Naruto, she said. What is it, he said. Do you like the fresh air out here? Very much, he said to her. Being away from the village makes me feel happy. I'm glad to hear that, she said. You know, if I talk to Dad, Mom, we can probably get some more escort missions outside the village. That would be great. You will be doing me a good help, sis. Hearing that, her eyes widened. What did you just say? She asked. I said, sis, you are my sister, right? Tears immediately came to her eyes. Yes, I am, bro. Yes, I am. As Mito then lessened her pace, as she was now beside them. What are you guys talking about? Nothing much, said Narumi. It's just that Naruto just called me sis. Really? Mito asked, as she looked at Naruto. What's the big deal? Naruto asked, as Mito then frowned a bit as she puffed out her cheeks. Naruto. What is it? Naruto said. Can you call me sis as well? Sure, sis, he said. Hearing that, she had a big smile on her face as she wiped away a few tears. What's so important in me calling you guys sister? Well, we never heard you say that before. It's strange, but it made us feel happy. And we're glad, said Narumi as she wiped away the tears. We're glad that things have started to change, and now you're here for us. As Kushina overheard the entire conversation, as a smile came on her face. Things were really looking up. Time skip, the group arrived where Zabuza and Team 7 faced off. As they saw burn marks, scratch marks, they saw earth jutsus that were used to disform the land. They saw where lightning strikes were, water type jutsus that were used, and also ice. Hayaton? Said Kushina, confused. Something bad must have happened here. As they headed towards Wave, About 30 minutes later, the group arrived at the house where they got the location from Kakashi's dog when they got near to wave, as they got another message from Team 7 telling them the location where they are. They were at Tazuna's house. When the group arrived there, they knocked on the door, Kushina at first. As Tazunami then opened the door, she quickly scanned them as she noticed the leaf headband. "Oh, you guys must be the reinforcement," she said. "Yes, we are. Where is Team 7? She asked. "Well, the one with the silver hair is upstairs resting. He is pretty tired. The other 3 are in the kitchen, having some late lunch." As Naruto then walked past Tazunami, without saying anything as he entered the house, as she looked at him. Excuse his manners," said Mito, as she gave Tazunami a small bow, as Narumi did the same. "Thank you for letting us in your house," said Kushina, as they went inside. As Naruto came to see Sasuke, Sakura, and Menma sitting at the table, Naruto didn't say anything to the other 2, as he walked over to Menma. "Can we talk?" he said. "Sure thing," said Menma, as he got up and walked away. "Sasuke," Mito said, as Sakura quickly glared at Mito, as Narumi said the same, as they always did this to piss off Sakura, as the both of them rushed towards him. But as usual, Sasuke didn't really say or really do anything, as he was just looking out at space. As Sakura then stepped next to Sasuke. "Why are you guys even here?" she asked. "We're the backup," said Narumi. "You got a problem with that?" "Yes, I do. We don't need your help." "Well, if you didn't, Kakashi Sensei wouldn't be up in the room resting. Because I believe he got defeated in a battle, right? Because you guys could not protect him." "He's our Jonin Sensei. He's the one who's supposed to be protecting us," said Sakura. "Not true," said Mito. "If you guys were half, especially you, Sakura, if you were at least half as strong as us, and I'm really talking about you, Sakura," said Narumi. "If you were somewhere near our strength level, you guys are probably one. I believe that Sasuke here and Menma fight their hardest. But the missing name, Zabuza was it? Yeah, was just too strong. But you, I bet all you did was sit there and whine." "Come on, isn't that what she did, Sasuke?" said Narumi. Sasuke clenched his fist in pure anger, seeing that he was the one who froze up when Zabuza released all that killing intent. And that boy Menma, he showed extraordinary abilities. He was able to wield all 5 elements like they were nothing. But in the end though, that partner of Zabuza got there and attacked us with some strange ice jutsu, trying to freeze our feet. And Kakashi was suffering from the side effects of using the Sharingan. Sasuke just grunted as he got up and pushed past all of them and started to exit the house. "Where are you going, Uchiha?" asked Kushina, as he just looked at her with a glare. He didn't answer as he just walked away. "Uchiha, I asked you a question," said Kushina, as Sasuke didn't respond. "Mom, just leave him," said Mito. "It seems like he's really upset about something. That still doesn't give him the authority to disrespect my command. I will have to talk to Kakashi about that one." Meanwhile, outside, nearby the lake. "So you didn't go too hard," said Naruto. "Well, not really," said Menma. "But that guy, Zabuza, he was strong. But if I had not listened to you, I could have defeated him." "I know, but I told you not to show any of your true skills yet. I need it to be a surprise. If we show off what we have, there's gonna be too much questions. I can't even use most of my ability. Worse, the Sharingan. Seeing that both of my parents are not Uchiha's. Yeah, that's gonna be pretty stupid for you to have the Sharingan, seeing that your mother is a Uzumaki and your father is an Amikaze." "Yeah, right," said Naruto. "So, what about Kakashi? How did he fare?" "Well, as you thought, he has gotten a lot weaker than when he was in the Anvu. He was defeated by Zabuza. He was captured in a water clone so easily. I can't believe Zabuza outsmarted him." "Well, Zabuza must have been going through some tough environment and training, so his skills and his speed are up to date. But Kakashi has been lacking behind. It seems like he has gotten weaker. But it doesn't matter. Soon enough, we won't have to worry about any of them," said Naruto. "So, do you know where they are?" "Well, yeah. I created a shadow clone in all of the commotion, and I had it follow Zabuza. And that technique that you created for the shadow clone to send memory to us. It's quite efficient. As Naruto smirked when he heard that, seeing that Naruto wanted shadow clones to do spy missions, but they have to dispel when they will get the information to the real person. So Naruto created that technique where the shadow clone can send the information to the leader without dispelling, and he can continue on with his spy work. And Naruto teach that to Menma. And I also found out about Gato. My clone created another clone that follow Gato and his man. They have a secret underground base near here. And when my clone got inside, he saw there's a lot of treasures. There's even a treasure room with a lot of things that can be sold. Golds, diamonds. He also has a room with some large stacks of cash. A smirk came on Naruto's face as he then looked at Menma as he gave Menma a scroll. "What's this?" Menma said. "We're going to need money for what we're going to do." I was thinking about this. Missing names. Yeah, that's gonna be harder to do. "What do you mean?" said Menma. "Well, bounties on missing names' heads are quite large. But given our status right now, we're just Jennings. We can't really exit the village when we please. So doing missions like these to fight crime bosses that possess a lot of money and drugs and all that, those things are quite expensive, by the way. So yeah, the black market would be good shopping," said Naruto, "for all those drugs and items." "I see where you're getting at," said Menma. "Alright," said Naruto, "tonight. First, we will go and take care of Gato and get all that treasure and everything. So what about Zabuza?" "Leave him. We will take him down on the bridge when he returns." "When he returns on the bridge? How do you know that he's going to return on the bridge?" "Well, after what you've told me, he must be damaged after the battle. So he's gonna wait till a couple of days to rest up. And then he will be back, along with that partner, because he's gonna need them to take down the team, seeing that he realized that the team is more troublesome than he thought." "So, are you going to show off a bit of your skills?" "Well, I can't let him beat me," said Naruto, as Menma smirked. You know, if I didn't have a brain, I would say that you're just doing this to test Zabuza's strength, seeing that I already fought him and you know I was holding back. You just want to prove that you're stronger when you're holding back." "I didn't say that," said Naruto, as he then walked off, as Menma chuckled to himself. But guys, let me end this episode right here. If you want to see the next part of this, you already know what to do. Like, subscribe, comment down below, and turn that bell notifications to stay posted. Remember to share to all of your friends, your social media platform, and stay in tune, and I hope you guys enjoy each and every episode. But for now guys, I'm out of here. Peace.